Hey friends, so today I'm going to show you how to make a Minestrone Epivegan Style. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button now. Let's cook. First thing I'm going to do is take one full red onion and chop that really fine. So now we've got our red onion chopped, a little bit of heat in the pan, and we're going to add in some olive oil. In goes our red onion on a really, really low heat. Now we're going to take 2 cloves of garlic and chop them super fine. Okay, so them cloves of garlic, finely chopped, they're going to go in the pan to join the red onion. So just going to give that a little stir, and then while that's still on a super low heat, what we're going to do is we're going to add in some smoked paprika. You want about half a teaspoon's worth of smoked paprika. Pop that in there, touch more, happy days. Then over here we've got some dried oregano. You want about a teaspoon and a half's worth of that. Fantastic. Some black pepper. Some garlic granules, you want about a teaspoon's worth of these. Fantastic. Pinch of salt. And then over here I've got some fresh rosemary. So you're going to take a stalk of that. There we go. Strip the leaves away. That's where all the flavour is. I'm just going to give them a quick chop. And they're going to go in the pan with all the other spices, a red onion and a garlic. And then we're just going to stir all that together. Again, super low heat at this stage. We're just really, really building the flavour of the dish. So next up, take a carrot and we're just going to peel some of that skin away from the outside. We're going to chop it right down the length, and then each one of these we're going to chop again, and then we're going to chop it up into little quarters. And then a carrot's just going to go in the pan and join all that beautiful flavour. Over here we've got half a leek. All I'm going to do is going to work my way down the leek, making small ringlets like so. Pop that to one side, and then we're just going to gather them all together and just roughly chop them a few times. Bang, straight in the pan. Just give that a quick stir. So next up over here we've got 2 stalks of celery. What we're going to do is going to trim the fat ends off, and then we're going to cut it in half down the length. If it's easier to work with, you can chop it in half again, and then all we're going to do is just work our way down, dicing small parts of the celery. Okay, so pop your celery in the pan, joining all that goodness. We're already well on our way to 10 fruit and veg a day. Okay, so over here we've got a cabbage. You want roughly a quarter of a really small cabbage to go in this dish. So we're just going to take some fine slices right from the head of the cabbage. There we go, fantastic. And then turn them the other way and just roughly chop down there. Just we want some small little pieces of cabbage in there. Happy days, pop that all in the pan. Over here we've got a medium-sized potato. We're just going to peel the skin away from the outside of that. And then we're just going to chop it into small cubes. Okay, our finely cubed potato. Just little cubes like that. We're just gonna pop that in the pan. And then over here, we've just got a handful of green beans. Just gonna trim them ends. And then just cut into them. You wanna cut them into about 3, like that. Again, bang, straight in the pan. Okay, so now we've got a potato and a green beans, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna crank up the heat just a touch. I'm gonna add about 100 to 200 ml of water into the pan, and I'm just gonna let that simmer away. Okay, so that's been simmering away for a couple of minutes. Tons of intense flavors going on there. Now we're gonna crank it up a notch. What we're gonna do, we're gonna add in 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And over here, we've got an organic veg stock cube. So any kind of stock cube you're choosing, we're just gonna crumble that into the mix. Give that a stir, combine all that together. And then I'm gonna add in 1 full tin of chopped Italian tomatoes. Straight in there, straight from the tin. Stir that all together. And then we're gonna add in 1 full tin of Addharicot beans, including all that juice. 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. And then we're gonna add a full litre of cold water. And just give all that stir together. Now I'm just gonna add 2 bay leaves, and I'm gonna let it simmer away for 10 minutes. So that's been simmering away for 10 minutes. All we're gonna add now is, this is called di taloni rigati, or in Italy, on the packs it referred to it as nocciole, which translates to hazelnut, but all they are is these tiny ridged pasta tubes. So I'm gonna add in a full cup of that. Happy days. And then we're gonna let that simmer away for another 5 minutes, and then we're just gonna add a couple more ingredients, and our minestrone is gonna be done, and we can eat, and that's the best part. So while that's simmering away and that pasta's cooking, we're gonna grab 2 tomatoes off the vine, and we're just gonna roughly chop them into little cubes. Then over here, we've just got a couple of handfuls of fresh spinach, and we're just gonna roughly chop that as well. So our spinach and tomatoes are gonna go in. Beautiful. Pop them in there. Now that they're in, we're just gonna take it completely off the heat. We're gonna pop the lid on and let that just sit there for 10 more minutes. So we're ready to serve. All we need to do is fish out those bay leaves. Let's get those beauties out. There's one. Happy days. And then I'm just gonna grab a ladle and serve it up. Fantastic, that's how it should look. I'm just gonna finish it off with some freshly ground black pepper on the top. And there you have it. There's your beautiful, tasty, warming minestrone Epivegan style. Give it a go at home, drop me a comment below, like and subscribe. And until next time, friends, make sure you be nice to each other, and goodbye.